welcome back to my channel. All right, so good to be here. I hope I'm meeting all of you in the best of health. All right, today's video is actually based on a subscriber's question, and I promised the subscriber that I was going to respond to that question in a proper video. Yes, I love it when you drop me let's say topics or that I could actually come and talk about myself, and it gives me the fact that okay, I'm actually responding to something that someone out there is interested in knowing, and that feels good, to be honest with you. So today's question from a subscriber was this subscriber asked that what's the difference between essential oils and fragrance oils. Okay, this question generated from one of my series, my formulation series, by the way. Thank you so much for those of you that followed me through the series. It was a part 7 series, a 1 whole week kind of series, so thank you so much. So that question generated from my video of the usage rate of fragrance or an essential oil. So the person asked, the subscriber asked that what is actually the difference between essential oils and fragrance oils. Now, to be honest with you, I get that question a lot, even though mostly I get it from my students. Yes, those that have been part of my class. Hi, people from It's Their Signature Formulation School. I really love you guys and I appreciate you guys for all the support. All right, most of the time I get these questions from my students. They are asking me, can I use essential oils in place of fragrance oil? Can I use fragrance oil in place of essential oils? But first and foremost, I want you to get to know the difference. But when you get to know the difference, you might understand what and what not to use. Let me start from fragrance oils. Now, fragrance oils are something that, to be honest with you, we've gotten to an era where people now are inquisitive. People now want to know what exactly is in their beauty / cosmetic products. What are the actives? What are the ingredients that are there? What are the ingredients that are not there? Listing ingredients is not even completely satisfying enough, because of course in the listing of my ingredients I can choose not to write some ingredients. Yes, I can choose to write some ingredients that are not even in the formulation or even in the products, and how would you know that? So that is the reason why fragrance oil is something that from inception has kind of question marks. Like what I mean by question marks, have uncompleted information, in the sense that fragrance oils are things that even in the ingredient list they'll just tell you fragrance, but they're not telling you what is inside. Yes, they're not telling you what is inside that fragrance. You understand what is that? Although there's a popular ingredient, will I say, or procedure of getting fragrance oils. There's a particular ingredient that is responsible for generating these fragrances, which is called the is it the phthalates? Yes, the phthalates. Yes, that is what it's called. And this phthalates is synthetic. Fragrance oils are produced mostly even in the lab. That's the truth. It's a laboratory kind of procedure of getting fragrance oil, which involves a lot of synthetic. That one, you cannot run away from it. And this synthetic, oh yeah, mention some for us. Let us know. Is this something? And if you look at fragrance, as I said earlier, it irritates a lot of people. Like me personally, as I even said, there's a way that fragrance has a way of giving me allergy, like my nose begin to run. Some people is worse than that, especially when they apply it maybe on cosmetic, maybe skincare products. They will tell you break. Like fragrance have a lot of untold truths. Yes, like the details about it, it's not laid out for everyone to know. It's a secret ingredient, it's a secret, and it's generated synthetically. But coming back to essential oils, let me add something quickly. Both fragrance oil and essential oils, they have both their pros and the cons. Now, what I mean by pros and cons, they have advantages and disadvantages. But to be honest with you, I feel that the disadvantages of the fragrance oil is much more than the essential oils. At least the essential oils have certain benefits that fragrance oils don't have. Now, let me quickly add, I have some essential oils here with me today. Yeah, this is the mint essential oil and this is the rosemary essential oil. Now, in generating essential oil, this is mint oil. Now, what this oil came out from was mint. That one we know. So can you see, essential oil is a little bit much more transparent. When you say mint and you smell it, mint. Yes, you actually know that this was generated from mint. The mint was the main ingredient. This is minty. It even has a menthol. Menthol is even getting into my eyes. You know, that kind of thing. Now, we know that confirm this is from mint. When you pick fragrance oil and you smell mint, It's not mint now. Like, it's not the mint plant that was actually generated into that fragrance oil. It's something else, as I told you, the Fatalite that was configured laboratoryically, you know, and then giving you that mint. But this, for the one of essential oils, it is made mostly from natural plant extracts. Yes, that one confirm. The plant does not have to be organic or non-organic, but you know that it is natural. Sure, you understand. So essential oil gives you much more detail. Now this one here I have, next one I have here now is rosemary. Now you're smelling this, you're feeling the divine scent of rosemary, and you're sure this thing was generated from rosemary plant extract. But in the case of fragrance oil, when they tell you rosemary fragrance, it's not a rosemary plant that it was generated from, to be honest with you. It's still that Fatalite that I told you, and that Fatalite is synthetic. It's a lot of chemical that is involved that it is not even disclosed to us. So you see why there's a huge difference. And that's why when some of my students want to insist on using fragrance, I'm like, okay, why don't you try fragrance that I used for making of food? What I mean by fragrance I use for making of food, maybe we have fragrance flavors that we introduce in making our food, maybe pineapple fragrance, banana fragrance. We use them for maybe mostly beverages actually. Now I'll say, okay, if you must insist, because for me I feel fragrance sometimes could be something psychological. Even in my formulation series I said it, I think sometimes it could be something psychological. There are people that go back to buy a product not because maybe the product has one amazing benefit, but probably because of the scent. So scent kind of draws you to a particular product, and to be honest with you, you just feel that that scent is comforting and you just feel good about it. Maybe for some people, I don't know, but in a case of if you must use fragrance, like, okay, use the one used for food and beverages. I feel those ones will be less synthetic and less harmful than the ones actually made for cosmetic products. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So the real truth is that, as I said earlier, there's the disadvantage and advantage of even essential oils. They have their own disadvantages, to be honest with you, but the good thing is that they are being there is no much secrets behind the making of essential oil. Is obviously there. It is done through a lot of processes as well, because essential oils to oxidize. You understand? Yes, this is it. But then at the tail end, it still tells you that these things are done from plant extracts. When you're smelling lemon in an essential oil, it was actually lemon peels that were used for it. If you're smelling watermelon, it was actually watermelon that was used for it. If you're smelling tea tree, it was actually tea. You know, they are whole plant extracts going through certain processes as well. But the one of fragrance, if you're smelling strawberry, my sister, you'll be so shocked there's no drop of strawberry in that fragrance, but it's scented, confirmed strawberry. So I used to now see the difference between essential oils and fragrance oils. That's just it. But as I said earlier, all these things, maybe in future videos, if something like that pops up, I'll let you know. And that was why in one of my formulation series, I even stated it very clear that in my chemical exfoliants, I don't even use essential oils. Yes, if I must, which is even optional, maybe the lavender essential oil. Do you understand? But otherwise, to be honest with you, essential oils are completely optional for chemical, because chemical scrubs, they go deep down into the pores. So you have to be careful, because there's a research that says that essential oils could actually even tamper with DNA. I read it somewhere. So you have to really be careful what you allow penetrate deep down into people's skin. So I am not discouraging the use of essential oils. I'm also not discouraging the use of fragrance oil, but I'm just laying it to you at the table. Hello, decide which one you want to go for. So thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like my videos, share my videos if you can, and thank you so much. See you in another video. Bye.